Hey everyone, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley, and today we are going to be talking about unpacking our internalized white supremacy. So hold up, back up, don't freak out. Um, so with this week with the election, we're seeing just that folks are okay with white supremacy, they're okay with racism, and that's not okay. So to counter that and to really start doing this work and decolonizing ourselves, I want to offer this video to help support you with your internalized white supremacy or internalized racism. You don't have to be a full-blown fucking Nazi to have internalized racism or white supremacy and to also benefit from these systems and the way that these systems run. So this is a lot of work. It's hard work. This work is never going to be done. Like, this is a lifestyle change. This is anti-racist work, and I just want to offer this to support you through that. And you know, however uncomfortable this work makes you feel, the uncomfortability that you're feeling is nothing compared to what the majority of Black and Indigenous people of color feel right now and have felt most of their lives. So I want to start with that. If you do benefit from white privilege, that it's uncomfortable to talk about these things, but that's why we have to do this work, y'all. We have to reject these systems that are in place, and we have to start dismantling them. And doing that work is also doing that work within us. We can't control anything but us. And so if we all start to do this work, then we can start to chip away at the systems and recreate systems that benefit everybody. So, like I've said in a couple of previous videos, I want to have a different format, like PDFs or ability for you guys to download the resources, and I'm not quite there yet. So everything listed in the description box below, underneath this video, where the title is, there's a little gray or black arrow on the, like if you're looking at your screen, it's on the right side. So just click that, and that's the description box, and everything in there is what I have to offer. You can copy and paste it into a document, or you can get a notebook and write it out. I'd really encourage you to do this work, and like I said, it's going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to make you feel feelings that you're not going to want to sit with, or you're not going to want to confront, you're not going to want to feel, and that's part of the work. So, ooh, the lighting got better. So I just want to offer this. What do I have here? Yeah, we have to work on ourselves. So yeah, the exercises I have below are a few questions for introspection, and if you're not unsure about that, you should you can check out the How to Heal video that I posted a couple weeks ago, and I have my website, my PayPal, and the link to that video, How to Heal. That'll just go into a little bit more depth of how to do this work and how to use the introspection for clearing and decolonizing. So also, I want to say, if you feel like you need extra support or you want someone to help hold you accountable, that's why I put my website. I'm offering to walk with you through this. And no, like I said, it's not, you know, white supremacy is a system. It's got many different heads, right? It's a monster with many heads. And so we're speaking to white supremacy as the system that white folks benefit from with white privilege. And so I've got some of those definitions listed below just to help you stay on track and know what I'm talking about. It's a larger scale. It's not just, you know, I'm not just pointing my finger at you saying you're doing this. And a lot of anti-racist work, people who do benefit from these systems can go through this feeling of like sort of like rejecting it at an ego level. So even if we're watching this video, oh, I don't need that, oh, I'm doing this, oh, I've never done anything, like, hold up, you probably have. And so, yeah, this work is going to take you to be really honest with yourself and honest, completely honest. Know that your responses are yours, they're for you. And I'm offering to support you and walk with you. And the questions listed are just a starter to get you thinking different, to get you starting to hold yourself hold yourself accountable for things that you probably don't even know you're doing or realizing aren't okay. And we all have to start somewhere. This work has to happen, and this is how we can show up. I've also listed some other resources below. It's super important. I've starred them. It's important that if you use these resources, you pay the folks for their work and their knowledge. It's important that you do not comment on their posts and center yourself or other white folks. Not okay. Don't do it. If you're gonna do that, just don't. Don't go to their pages. It's not a place for that. And then also, if these folks are asking for direct action or for support in a certain way, and you're able to contribute or do that, please do. Okay? It's not just like a spectator sport where you sit on the sidelines and watch these folks perform, because that's not what it is. I'm sharing these resources as ways to help you understand better and get exposed to different experiences that you may not have been exposed to before, especially within white privilege. And so you're going to feel called out. You should. And like I said, if you're uncomfortable, that's nowhere near the uncomfortability that Black, Indigenous, and people of color feel in this country, especially right now. So just want to say all that. So thanks so much for being here. It's important that we approach this with compassion. A few ways. I'm referencing the How to Heal video because if you, as you do this work, it's important to release things, right? So the title of this is Unpacking Internalized White Supremacy and then Releasing. So all those feelings that arise from you, and this is noted below, those are calls to action from like your whole being, knowing that you can do better and that you need to do better, right? So guilt and shame may come up, embarrassment, mortification. You might be like, oh my fucking God. Allow those feelings to arise. You don't need to place blame on them. What you can do is allow them to arise and name them. Just simply name them. So if you feel a feeling like your gut is like, what? Is this guilt? Know that guilt, all of these feelings can be countered and changed through action. So guilt is just an acknowledgement of a need for action, right? So there's lots of ways that we can go about changing our behaviors to be better humans, okay? So, yeah, I'm a better writer than I am speaker, so a lot of this stuff is in the description box. Yeah, I hope you guys take the initiative and know that if you start doing the work and it seems daunting or you seem like you're drowning in feelings, just take a step back. Don't quit, but take a step back, and even that's part of the process. Realizing that you have a lot to know and a lot to learn and a lot to unlearn. You don't need to blame or scapegoat those feelings on someone else, like, oh, my uncle said this and it got ingrained in me and now it's not, it was his fault. No, you don't need to do any of that. We just need to work on ourselves, okay? So don't worry about where the thoughts came from. Don't worry about where these biases came from in this moment. Work on how you release that, how you learn something different, and how you move forward without that knowledge anymore and without those behaviors that accompany that. So below I do have different sections, and I think I'm going to do a couple episodes on this because there's so much to unpack. This one is just looking at in the family, in the neighborhood, and on the job. So things having to do, and they're not, it's not an exhaustive list. Like, this is just a suggestion to start, where you can start changing your thoughts and feelings, behaviors, where you can see how you're carrying out systems of white supremacy unintentionally, hopefully. But once you're aware of it, you have to change. You have to do that work. And I mean, no one's going to make you, but once you're aware of it, I mean, you're going to be called from a higher place than this reality to change and to do that work. So yeah, I think it's not, I don't need to do a huge video on this. I'm really, really proud of you for doing this work and for even clicking on this video. But just know that we as white folks really need to do this work, and we need to decolonize ourselves. I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. If you feel like you want that guidance or someone to just walk with you and witness you and hold you accountable, hit me up. I'm here. And yeah, it's hard work. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard work. But that's how these systems have stayed in place and stayed in power and kept us divided for so long, because this is hard work, and it's easy to just fall into ignorance or fall into complacency and not want to do it because you feel like, oh, I'm not doing that because I don't have to. Well, you do. If you hold privilege in our country and in the society in which we live, it is our duty and our responsibility to change ourselves so that we can change the world and make it a better place for everybody. That's why we're here, especially in this moment. So yeah, just feel free to message me, email me, contact me, comment below if you do want support. It's hard work, and I'm really, really proud of you for doing it. And this isn't work that like you do for a week and then it's over and you're like cured and better and perfect and everything's like doves and harmony. No, this is a lifestyle change. This is anti-racist work. This is changing systems, dismantling and building the world that we all need and that we all desire, that everyone can benefit from, right? So this is below is specifically based on race questions, and how you interact or have feelings, or family members interact, or job policies interact. So there's a lot more to look into in regards to other oppressed groups, but looking at these election things, I think it's pretty obvious that we should start with race. Shit's crazy. So know that you're not alone, and you are making a commitment to do amazing, amazing work, and that it is your responsibility to do this work. And as you do this work, you can share it with other folks, and the ripple effect, the domino effect, that's how we're gonna get things changing. So there's no quick fix or easy, thing that we can do. We all have to do this work to make a better world. So no one said it would be easy, and it's not, but it's a lot easier to do this work in decolonizing privilege and your internalized white supremacy than it is for some folks to even survive. And that is why we have to do this. It's not okay. It's not okay. So I'm really grateful for you guys being here. I'm really grateful for you taking the time to do this work. I know that in our society we're really reliant on convenience and quick fixes, and this is not that. So I really commend you on dedicating yourself to being better and unpacking your own internalized white supremacy and racism. And I want to just say one more thing. it's okay to make mistakes doing this work. It's okay. Like I said, it's not going to end overnight. Like this goes back generations and is in our ancestry as well. And so this is a lot of work. And just starting this process is a huge step. And by doing this work, you can change, like, rewrite your ancestry and your DNA. We can recode ourselves to not fall complacent with these systems, and thereby, like, the next generations will benefit. And so it's just, yeah, it's a big concept, but it's real, and it starts with each of us. And yeah, also I have the affirmations and the Freedom Friday playlist. The Freedom Friday playlist is a little bit more real, and I just want to throw a trigger warning. There is intense language, and if you are a white person watching this, you have no permission to repeat the language that you hear. You'll know what I'm talking about. You can't say the N-word. So I'm sharing this word or this song because it's incredibly important. It's a piece of art and expression from a black person and their point of view, but that does not give you permission to say it, use it, abuse it. I'm sharing it with the hope that you will think of it differently, and yeah. So, and that's specifically to the song I'm Not Racist. So, yeah, I am really grateful that you guys are here. I'm really proud of you for taking the initiative to do this work. It's a lifestyle change. It's just like diet and exercise. It's not easy. It's not a quick fix, but we have to do it. And so I commend you for doing it. I commend you for being here. I'm proud of you, and I'm also here with you, alongside you doing this work, and know that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not be perfect, but it's not okay to remain ignorant and, keep these things going the way they are. So, yeah, thanks y'all for being here. Got a different setup today. We're in the other part of my little kitchen space. So, thanks for being here. Take care of yourselves. Regardless of who wins the election or who's named, this work has to get done, and this work has to continue, regardless of who gets to be in the White House. So, yeah, we can really change the world by changing ourselves, and letting folks witness our change, and that will instill change in them. And I truly believe that. It might sound ignorant, but I am a testimony to it. And so, yeah, I'm really grateful for you all. Check out the resources. If you need to print it out, the questions, or write them down, just be honest with yourself. It would probably be best to write your responses in, because when you write something, that gives more intention, and it gives a literal action and also a tangible thing. After that, on the full moon, or when you're done doing the work, you can burn it, get rid of it, do whatever you need to fully release. And like I said, things are going to continue to pop up as you do this work. This is a completely different way of seeing the world, of interacting with the world, and different is what we need. So the systems that are in place right now are not working for us. They may be benefiting some, but that's not the world we want to live in. There's enough for everyone. We just have to allocate resources differently, and we have to hold people accountable. We have to get policies changed. So anyway, we have a lot of work to do, and today I'm just asking you to start with yourself. So reference some of the other videos if you want more knowledge or information. Feel free to comment, email me, go to my website, I'm here with you. I can do this with you. And remember to be respectful to the other folks that I've listed, pay them for their labor, and engage if they ask you to engage in a certain way, or organize. All right? So, thanks everyone for being here. We'll see you next Friday.